What's the point of it? Just to reach new heights of glow. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away. Blinded by reason behind disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring something to the world. Willing to embrace what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away. Blinded by reason behind disarray. It's what fire cannot burn.
It is absolutely what fire cannot burn. I'm so excited. I actually cut it short tonight, Joel. A little bit. A little short. St. Ricketts at www.saintricketts.com, which fire cannot burn. I'm not even in the picture. There I am. I'm just messing off tonight. I'm behind. Look like my mouth is moving slower than my words. Anyway,
Yeah, you
Holy
sound
crap.
funny. You sound like,
I do. I sound a little. I feel a little
you sound
funny.
like you're on AM.
Welcome to WWJJAM dial. Anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the You Show.
You.
I am Jeff the Shark Perini, and with me, as always, the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, and little Joey as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the queen of webcasting, Miss Jewel Tatey. Jewel, good evening.
Good evening, Jeff. How are we doing tonight?
We're doing sensational. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous. Northeast Kingdom Heavy Rock Metal Group says, "Hey, Ginger." And Nancy Graham says, "Hi, Ginger and Hans." Okay. Anyway, hello. Welcome. Anyway, Jeff the Shark Bernie, Joel Tatey, live, another episode of The Yo Show. It is Tuesday night, as you know. We come to you live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, via StreamYard and all over the web. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Nachus, all the way from Argentina in the house. Hey, the amazing Miss Stephanie Bertolato with a hi. The cubes make I used like the bubble, and now everybody's comments are weird. Anyway, hi.
I think. Oh.
Yeah, it's bubble stuff. I could change it, I think, right? Can I still change it? No, I can't. Anyway, it's bubbles for the rest of the evening. Oh, what a disaster we got going on here. The Northeast Kingdom salute you. Thank you very much. We love the Northeast Kingdom. We love fans. We love anybody that comes and watches. And Jewel, why not tonight? Because this is pretty awesome. A New England band, super cool. A female-fronted metal band that 110% kicks ass. And tonight we'll have their lead singer, Melissa Wolf, their guitar player, Cam Loud, and there's the one and only Sepsiss. Yes. I'm so damn excited. Spoke to Melissa a few minutes ago, and she's like, "Got a link for us, right?" I'm like, "Oops." I get so excited.
Yeah, he forgot to send one to me, too.
Yeah, I forgot. I had the show ready for like a week. I'm like, I'm so on top of things. And of course, today, scrambling last minute and messing things up last minute.
It happens. 8 o'clock comes up, and it's like,
Yeah, before you know it,
a lot of press.
Sit around all day and do nothing, and then before you know it, it's on us.
Oh, you sit around all day and do nothing?
I did today.
That's nice.
Well, we're working with a new puppy, so it's a little bit of work. A massive thank you last week to our guest. And for all you who have watched the show for a long time, seen some of the great acts, and a lot of them come from Impact PR. And of course, our guest last week was Beatrice Kimmel, who runs Impact PR. So thank you. So you were phenomenal. She was phenomenal. And so much, she is, and so much great feedback afterwards. So we thank her for coming on. And remember, folks, if you don't catch it live, the replay just goes on and on and on. A lot of people are like, oh, I missed it. I didn't. Replay's always out there. So if you're a fan of Sepsis and you happen to miss it tonight, you got, ladies and gentlemen, in the house, one of my absolute positive favorite human beings of all time, the lovely, the adorable Miss Lydia Manson. Lydia, good evening. We love you here at the O Show, of course.
I'm sorry.
Just
Every
the
time I
deets, wow.
enter, I gotta sing the song. It's like, Lydia, oh Lydia, wish I didn't go great. I love her. She's the best. Horrorcon, man. Horrorcon.
HorrorCon is coming.
For
We
sure.
in May. We're trying to link up with Lydia out there in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Just the deets with Lydia Manson, Thursday nights on Facebook. Don't miss it. My wife actually was wearing her shirt yesterday. I'm like, go, man. Miss my shirt.
Don't steal my shirt. Don't steal my shirt.
So the Northeast Kingdom of Heavy Rock Metal Group is a big fan of Jewel, and they said,
Oh,
wow, how about that? I don't blame you. Nobody watches the show for me. I'm just a big mouth.
I'm a big fan of yours too. Thanks for watching.
Lydia's a fan. She watches for Jewel, so thanks, Lydia. Jewel appreciates it.
She's the best.
Jewel, I'm nervous. I'm so excited. Melissa Wolf told me don't be nervous. Like, I love me some Sepsis. We got a song to play. You already know. We'll do that in a few minutes. Let's do top 5 list. As you know, we do a top 5 list. Me and Jewel get a category. We tell us what we like the best about it. And in honor of our band tonight, looks like I'm going first and definitely carrying the load there.
Oh, wait.
I like all the pop. Thank you. I love Funko Pops. This is only maybe half of them. They're all over the room. It's a disaster. Now, Man Cave Scores is going to do more. And Jewel's going to see one during Man Cave Scores she's going to hate me for. One of my new pops. Oh, you're going to hate it. I mean, you're going to love it. You're going to hate it. Anyway, so tonight's top 5 is top 5 New England bands. Joel, I'm shocked at how many bands are from the New England area.
I know, and I had a list, and I was just going to pick and choose from the list. I'm going to pull it up again.
There's so many. I had to put them in order. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, I have 6 because there's a tie. Oh, yeah, it gets tough. And no, I didn't go Homer and pick Sepsis. They know I love them. They're on the show. So they're obviously one of our favorites. Number 5, a band I've been trying so hard to get on the program. I've dealt with their PR people before, back when we had Dirty Honey on the show. She also represents this band. It's the Pixies. And you know the name, you're like, the Pixies. I love the Pixies. I love me some Pixies. We've been trying so hard to get them on the show. Let's hope. I ask all the time. They got new stuff coming out. So, and a tie at number 5 with Extreme.
Oh.
You know Bencourt and the guys.
I love you.
Not the way that I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's right. Whoops.
Sorry. We can't help it.
I know. Yeah, for a karaoke one. Number 4, another one of my all-time favorite bands. Kind of under the radar, but super. And I saw them at Atlantic City Beer Fest a couple years ago. The mighty Boss Tones at number 4. Love me some Boss Tones.
So 90s.
Exactly. Number 3, if you're going to go New England, you got to go Baston, Eric Baston. And number 3, karaoke. I'm telling you, Lydia Manson. Lydia Manson can really sing, Joel.
Let's do it.
Really good.
We should go to HorrorCon and then go to that karaoke place downtown. That'd be great.
I agree. I'm for all of that. Boston at number 3. Number 2, a band I didn't even know was from New England until I did research for this list. Godsmack at number 2. I love Godsmack. Saw them in concert also. With
I worked a Godsmack show. Didn't
really
enjoy it. No.
The opening act was New Year's Day with that Ashley Costello. I love her. That was great. I love them female metal bands. And number 1, Joel, you can't mention New England bands, Boston, any of that without Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, and the boys of Aerosmith. That number
crazy that they're from.
I know.
They started around that way. So.
Joel, how about a top 5 list or top whatever you got going on?
Well, you had 2 of mine, so.
Of course.
Just,
New Year's Day is great, Stephanie. I love Ashley Costello. I love the parted red and black. I want Joel to do that one time. Part it down the middle, red on one side, black on the other.
I want to do the Sia, the white and the black. I love it.
Oh, I like that too. Yes.
Okay, I don't know particular order, so I guess number 5 is Talking Heads.
Wow, that's a great one.
I love everything they do, and they remind me of my dad. My dad is always playing that. What's that one with the baby? He sang that when Joey was born.
Um,
Baby, oh, little baby. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All right,
we
number 4.
want to make her stay up all night.
Yes,
Nobody
stay up
came to
all
see it.
night.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
nobody came to see us sing.
Psycho
No,
Killer. How do you not know?
I
All right.
love Psycho Killer. Number four.
Number 4, Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah, beautiful.
Um, sorry, these are out of order. Number 3. I have to go Pixies. Number 3.
Okay, I like me some
Oh
Pixies.
God, hey, and Where's My Mind? There's so many good versions of Where's My Mind, and I just listened to all of them. I just listened to the instrumental. I think Where's My Mind is just one of my favorite songs of all time.
I feel like every time I tell people I like the Pixies, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I like the
Oh my
Pixies.
God.
They'll kick your ass, man.
No, they're so good. Number 2,
Or Bruce
Aerosmith.
Springsteen. Oh,
I, I,
absolutely.
I mean, Aerosmith was just such a staple in my house. My sister would just play it constantly. We had like an Aerosmith night like a couple weeks ago. It was
Love
just
Aerosmith.
just great. And number 1 has to be my main girl, Miss Donna Summer.
Wow, that was okay. That was a curveball. Donna
Yeah,
Summer at
my
number
mother's
one.
music. Oh my God, I love Donna Summer. I love the Supremes. I love 70s. I love 50s, 60s, 70s. A
I
little bit
love
of 80s, a whole lot of 90s, but
I love 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, 2000. I like all music.
2010 gets a little lost in the sauce, but yeah, it's fine.
Lost in the sauce.
I don't know.
The phrase that pays. So let's go through our top fives again. I had a
Please
tie at
don't
number
leave.
5 with Pixies and Extreme. Number 4, the Mighty Bosstones. Number 3, Boston, area Boston. Number 2, Godsmack. Number 1, Aerosmith. Jewel came back with Talking Heads, which is a great one. Dropkick Murphys, the Pixies, Aerosmith, and Donna Summer. Um, I wonder, I didn't even think of this. I don't know. Like, I didn't dig too deep into the original roots of New England area for Sepsis. I wonder if they got New England style accents. I'm very excited. I hope they do.
I mean, I think a tiny bit.
Ice Nine Kills. You know, a lot of people have been mentioning Ice Nine Kills today. I've heard that name quite a lot. And if you're a fan, Lydia, then I am now a fan as well. Great top 5 list in honor of our guest tonight, Melissa and Cam of Sepsis. Stephanie loves them as well. Stephanie, I don't think there's a band on earth that Stephanie has not heard of and or can critique.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. A little non-fact about Aerosmith is that their first album was recorded in my state of Vermont, Putney.
Neat.
Wow, this is just great stuff.
I have to go up there. I can't believe we're like that close, and I've just like never been to the Northeast. Like,
I agree. There's a
ugh.
lot of great beer in Vermont as well. So since Stephanie brought it up, Jewel, I'm going to bring it up because it was the absolute positive rave all over Facebook today, and my wife already has plane tickets and hotels lined up. It is the When We Were Young Festival. And Jewel, I don't know if you haven't heard about this or not. It was all over Facebook today. It is Saturday, October 22nd at the Las Vegas Festival Grounds in Las Vegas, Nevada. You see the list. My Chemical Romance, Paramore, Avril Lavigne, Jimmy Eats World, AFI, The Used, Dashboard Confessional. There's all these bands, 3 stages, 1 day. Minimum ticket starts at $225 a piece. My
What?
wife gave me we only live once bucket routine. So I'm thinking, Stephanie, I know you're going to get there. And from the way I'm hearing it, I'm going to get there. The missus is like all about it.
Honestly, I think I'd rather
Ooh.
go to the Super Bowl and see Eminem and Dr. Dre and Mary J. Blige.
Bring me with you. Lydia, if there was a way I could, I would.
These are like, I don't know. These are what
It's
all of my friends listened to in high school, and I try to
Tell me
avoid
about
them.
it.
I was such a hip hop head and I was like strictly hip hop, and I wasn't like a rock kid. And then I grew up and discovered, all the great music that I missed. So I went back and did my homework. But what do you
Yeah,
think?
that's definitely her time, her high school time, and she's just like, and I got to tell you, today on Facebook, pretty much everybody's friend was like, "I'm going," and they're tagging on friends. Their friends are like, "We're going." I don't know how many people are going to go, but I definitely want to go. And as soon as I mentioned to Cassie, she's like, "Here's the hotel. Here's the flight. Make sure you get the tickets."
You
I'm
can
like,
go elsewhere.
holy shit. Oh, Jimmy Eat World is definitely no. I definitely want to see Jimmy Eat World. Me and Cassie had tickets twice. Both times we missed it. Once was COVID. Once I think they canceled or
Are
something.
they
So
not like a one hit wonder? My
yeah, they
mistake.
got Stephanie.
She's
Train
gonna
her, would
kill
you?
me. Don't.
They've got plenty. They got
Okay.
party at my house in New England this summer. I will. Hey, invite
Okay.
and we will go.
If you
We're
build
all
it,
we're all
we
down.
might come.
Come to the dark side. We have cookies. Oh, you do have cookies, Lydia Manson, and they're fantastic.
Lydia, I think you just need to send me a box because I
I
didn't get
just
that last batch.
you gotta come get it. They're still here. I just like saying the joke. I'm eating Lydia Manson's cookies. Free sales on Friday. Yes, it sure is. Stephanie, make sure you give everybody the link. Am I kidding? Stop giving the link.
Broke your heart. I didn't.
Broke
Hey,
your heart.
I was a strange girl.
Magical cookies. I love it. The comment board is on fire tonight. I believe it was funny because I was talking to Stephanie earlier, Lydia, about the concert. I'm like, I just want to see Avril Lavigne and not for her music.
Really?
Oh, I
Avril
think
fan?
she's such a cutie. Oh, baby. I think her music's horrible. I don't like her music. I think she's freaking adorable.
I just
Love
heard
me.
her song on the radio the other day.
Heard it on the radio. Speaking of songs, I could keep talking all night. You know that. You've seen it. The guys from Bong Hits for Jesus certainly can talk all night as well. Um, so let's play a song. I had to kind of root through what was owned and what wasn't, and their awesome PR man, Mr. Will Smith, who responded to me with a quickness. William Smith and kept responding. Told me you already know is owned by them and it's new, so let's play that. So how about it? Tonight's band Sepsiss. You already know is the song, and no, it's not that chick, Alanis Morissette. It's the good version. So let's stop the screen. Let's share the screen. Our
That's
technology is very
you
slow.
ought to know.
I know. I'm being
Hustle my
silly.
Alanis.
So this is tonight's guest Sepsis, and this is You Already Know. Kind of a short one, Jewel. It's roughly about 3 minutes long, and we're going to fire it up right here on the Yo Show, and we'll be back shortly. Enjoy. Like I said, the music kind of rocks, so get ready, folks. I'm so excited, I can't stand it. All right, let's get to it. Make sure the volume is up. It is, and we're good.
In a time when gravity was painful, a friend of mine came to share the wind with me. Could you be my favorite meltdown? Wish that you're more like me. Ooh, something else is taking over me. Where I like to spend my time. With just another way to quit on me. Now you know where it all sounds to us. Sun never rises in the same sky. Sometimes we lose us things up. Try not to look like you already know. You already know. If I may, can I take you into midnight? A game of mine, one night you can play for keeps. But now you know, bright stars, not the one that you wish on. Lately, if there's nothing left on the planet we can sit through, I wish you never rises in the same sky. Sometimes it goes up and down. Try not to look like you already know. You already know.
Yeah! Woo! Outstanding. You already know is the song. Sepsis is the band. And yeah, absolutely. I don't think you said it enough. You need more. More horns, more love, more guitar, because they're absolutely awesome. And tonight, our very special guest, of course, Melissa and Cam from Sepsis. They will be with us in one moment. Jewel, you know me, man. You know my music. You know my taste. That is 110% me. What do you think?
Oh my God, they're so amazing. I can't wait to talk to them and just see what's in store.
I'm so excited. I was told I'm not allowed to be nervous. Melissa told me not to be nervous. I am nervous.
I'm nervous.
I am
I'm
nervous.
nervous. We can't help it.
I'm so nervous. I'm going to call my wife downstairs. She's going to handle the interview. I'm just going to watch. No, that'll never happen. Poor Ben will never get a chance to talk. Anyway, our very special guest tonight, you just heard one of their songs that you already know. Heading out on tour, a lot of new music coming out, some great stuff. Let's welcome Melissa and Cam from Sepsis, ladies and gentlemen.
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's going amazing, and I am just so psyched for this. You know, through the magic of social media and who we have on our show, and you just get fed different bands. And I started watching you guys. I'm like, man, super cool. And as always, I'm like, let's give it a shot. Let's ask you to get on the show. You get no's, you get yeses, and your PR crew was so quick to respond, so fast to just deliver it. I'm just thrilled. So thank you so much for taking time being with us tonight.
Oh yeah.
Anytime. Happy to be here.
That is awesome. So we have Melissa Wolf and Cam Loud. Guys, you can, however you want to do it, take turns, jump out the answers, answer both at once, whatever makes you comfortable. We're just going to ask some of the basic questions and get into the tour and all that stuff. You know, first and foremost, how did the band get together? Who found who, and how did it get to be? How did Sepsis get its start?
All right. Well, as you guys probably already know, I am one of the founders of the band, and William Savant, he's one of our guitar players. He is the other founder of the band. So I met William about 10 years ago through a Craigslist post.
Wow.
So he had, believe it or not, we're Craigslist babies. So he had thrown up a post, and I was looking for a band. He was trying to form one, and we were like, okay, let's meet up, because I had replied to his post. And so I went to his place in the middle of Manchester, New Hampshire, and he had this old creaky basement. So I went down to this old creaky basement,
Not
and
creepy at all.
him and a bunch of other people that were there at the time were like rapping. I was like, wait a minute, I'm here for this metal band, right? Like we're doing the metal thing. And he was like, of course, yeah. And he starts like ripping it up on the guitar and showing me his mad skills. And I'm just like brand new to the whole band scene at the time. So I was like trying my best. I had some covers. I had a couple originals that I did at the time. And so I showed him those, and he was like, yeah, that's cool. We got some stuff to work on. All right, let's do it. We went and started the band. He had given me a couple originals that he had written before I even got there, and I came back a few days later with some lyrics to those. And it was pretty much like a perfect match from there. So yeah.
And I was also a Craigslist baby. I
Yes,
just
you was.
wasn't.
Wow.
Yeah, I just from more recent than 10 years ago. I joined like 3 years ago now. It'll be my
Wow.
third year in like a week actually, which is awesome. But
That is really cool.
by the time I met them, they had moved to Nashua, and I also went to a rap studio my first day meeting them, and I got to meet Mr. Goodbars, which was awesome. Yeah,
So Goodbars can spit.
yes, he can.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. You're not
Yeah.
kidding.
So can Will. Will's one of the best rappers I ever met.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, he's awesome.
That's a future album.
Yeah,
So I heard that you guys went through like 28 band members. Is that true?
29 to be exact.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of
Most
trial
of
and
it
error,
were
or
drummers, but we've got like the perfect lineup at this point. We're really happy with it.
yeah. A lot of people. It's hard. I always say it's hard. Like it's hard knowing if you're gonna love something until you're actually doing it. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it sounds great to, be a porn star until you're actually being a porn
Till you're
star
in
every
it.
day. I find
So
out
it's
it's
in
not
you.
your cup of tea.
Yeah, I get. I mean, it's a good way of looking at it. I mean, 'cause
Well, everyone wants to play. Everyone wants to go to Madison Square Garden to play, but no one wants to drive to fucking New York.
true. Yeah, and you nailed it there. And everybody wants to, whip it out and be with some hot woman until you got cameras on. You're like, yeah, I'm not being a porn star. I'm
Yeah.
scared
Oh
of it.
my God.
But that really is great. So
You
So who came up with the name Sepsiss? Where did the name come from? Because it's super cool. It's a great freaking name. Despite what it means, I think it's great.
Hell yeah, man. Dope name. We added the extra S at the end of the word on purpose, but as you probably already know, the original spelling Sepsis, that is in fact a blood infection. So we kind of took that word, made it a little bit more our own, because it makes us Google searchable. So that was the main
As
reason
long as you
why we were
spell it
like,
right.
we knew
Right, exactly.
You spell it right.
yeah, as long as you spell it right, we knew that there would be no other sepsis with two S's at the end of the word.
Hey,
So we took that and ran with it. We were like, yeah, this is our name.
there you go.
That's
And our,
excellent, yeah.
our house band is St. Ricketts. And I asked them in their interview, I'm like, what's St. Ricketts? They were like, well, it's a disease
Yeah.
that used to be, a lot more prominent. But hey, I mean, that's a great. I mean, William, listening to William in interviews, he's a great PR guy and he really knows his stuff. So
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
does.
I'm glad I got to see you guys front and center, though, because I really want to hear from you, Melissa, and just I want to hear more from you. So I'm very glad you're here tonight. So thank you.
Well, I'm happy to be here and answer any questions you got for me.
Well, that's it. The questions are over. You just got to start talking now. No, I'm kidding.
Now you just,
Okay.
you
All right.
just sing to us the rest of the night.
But it's funny when you mention the change of spelling, the extra S, and make it stand out. My apologies to Cam for blowing that little Instagram post. And I don't know where the name change came from. I was like, oh, man. And
Yeah,
I
I
got
didn't-
called out on it.
You must have fixed it quick because I didn't see it. I just
I
heard
did.
Misspelled your name.
I
right
yeah, I
there.
heard.
What
Not
did you
just
call him,
quick on
Cody?
Facebook.
Cody.
I
Pretty loud.
Cody's
This
my
is Cody Loud,
my long
everybody.
lost friend.
I want something autographed with Cody Loud on it, but I don't know where it came from. I think I was watching AEW wrestling and Cody Rhodes. I was like Cody and stuck it up there, and I'm like, oh my god,
Put
that's
on the typo. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's great stuff. So, you're a New England band,
Mhm.
Yes.
and we did a little top 5 list of some of our favorite New England bands. What is the music scene like up there? It seems like it's awesome from so many bands that came out and the type of bands. What's the New England scene like?
There's definitely tons and tons of amazing players and amazing bands all around us.
Oh, yes.
Because I mean, there's lots of reasons for that. Because you got Boston and Berkeley, you got all the music heads down there.
Yeah.
I've met some very interesting rednecks up in my neck of the woods and up by Maine and stuff like that can play their asses off and have no idea what they're doing or couldn't explain a word of it to you. So it's a really cool blend of all that as far as bands. Promoters and venues, I feel like we're getting better than when I first started the band originally, honestly, because there were a lot of, especially because before the lockdown and all crap like that, there was a lot of talented bands getting taken advantage of by greedy promoters.
Yeah.
I agree.
and I see that seems to be moving in a better direction now, and I hope that it stays that way. Honestly, it's kind of up to bands and venues and good promoters if they're out there, which I've met them. They're just usually playing in bands or managing bands. They usually have more to do with the bands than just like straight up promotion. But
Wow.
yeah. But I mean the as far as the bands and the people we play with and the shows we get to do, man, I love everything about it up here, honestly.
Love to go out and support at the shows and everything too.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
big
there's a
for
lot
us.
of great guys.
Yeah, and Melissa, you're all about the first of all, authentic fans on social media, which I love because a lot of people do pay for fans and pay for followers, which is mind blowing because
Mhm.
it's just wild. But you're all about that authenticity. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Being authentic is so important. I can't say enough how important it is to just be yourself. There's so many people out there that like to, copy other people, but doing your own thing, people will see that and recognize you for that. And so I recommend more than anything to just be yourself, you know?
Yeah, definitely true. And we're the same way here. Like we get these messages all the time. Join us, sign up for this. We'll get you this. We'll get you that. Nah, if you don't know us, I don't need you lingering around just for a click. I mean, like, know what we're doing,
Yeah,
enjoy what we're doing.
clicks don't go to shows.
Organic listens. Yeah, organic listens too, because
Yes.
we see bots come in and we're like, delete, delete, delete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you guys
don't buy
dodge that?
t-shirts.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
But really, how do you filter out the crap? Do you have a person that does that for you now? Like, is it hard to sift through
I
the?
have a massive team that helps me with that. Yes.
That's awesome.
No, for sure.
WILL dot S. It's a huge help with all of that.
Yes.
You gotta have it. Like I said, I mean, the bots, they don't buy music, they don't buy T-shirts. It's more or less just a block, and there's plenty
Yeah,
of real fans that want to get a hold of it. And that's when a lot of times when we try to get fans like yourself, we go to Facebook, we drop a message, some respond, some don't. And Jules said, "Well, how'd you come across with Sepsiss?" Says, "Well, when I went to their link, there was this actual PR guy, William Smith, who did a great job. Thank you, William." And he was so quick to answer. Tell him that's the way you like it. Go to the PR people, let them discuss with you guys, and get it done instead of like throwing a message up, just hoping somebody responds and gets a yeah, I'll be back, and it just dies out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
he's
and
quick.
it's not like it's hard work. It's just a lot of it. The bigger
Yeah.
you get, but like bots and crazies kind of end up filtering themselves out. Like, you know what I mean? I've been offered to join the Illuminati like 100 times.
Oh my God.
Really?
You know what I mean? That kind
I
of
get that one.
gets you.
crazy.
Okay.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
they're not listening to you already know.
The Illuminati, the Prince of Arabia with his millions of dollars,
Yeah.
the porno star that wants to move next door if you just buy her a plane ticket. We always get,
Yeah.
No.
What would you do with $1,500 if you had it right now?
Yeah, you definitely do get them. So we did mention that you touched a little bit on COVID and the lockdowns and all that. How did it? Obviously, we all know how it hurt. You didn't really get to go out and play, but how did it help you guys? Did it help you create more? Did it help you get closer together? Did you guys just kind of spread out for a while and wait to come back?
Well, in a way, it actually helped us was, well, we decided to join Twitch. So that was like a major platform for us during the pandemic, during the lockdown. That's when we decided to form the Twitch. So we went on there, and now we're on there like every day of the week, every day, like nonstop. Usually 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern, you can find us, but we're on like all different times of the day. That's been a great way for us to communicate with the fans and just like stay in touch with everybody. We get to practice, so the Patreons sometimes get to watch us practice behind the scenes, and that's a lot of fun. But really, that's been a huge leap for us.
It worked out really well too, because like right before all that stuff started happening, we had just started doing Swarm TV on Facebook Live, and we were starting to figure that stuff out. Like we found out we couldn't play Midnight Moon Dance, or we would get shut down.
Yeah, we've been there.
Stuff like that, you know what I mean? And we were doing that right before the lockdown, and it kind of got into full stride right before all that crap happened. So it ended up working out really well as far as that, because Melissa started doing the Twitch shit and really took it away.
Live streaming has really kind of like always been our thing. So this just really helped push it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's very cool. We're on it. I'm not very savvy with it, so we're there, and I go on all these Twitch groups like, please watch us, and we get a few views. But
I know. I want to get better though, and you do gaming as well, which is so
Yes.
exciting to me. Do you do that on there as well? Like just follow?
She does
and-
everything on Twitch.
Oh yeah, we do a whole variety
everything.
stream. We do gaming, all kinds of games from like Halo to RPGs, South Park, World of Warcraft. I've done South Park, yeah. I've done so many, Diablo, you name it. So I love games like that. We do cooking, we do music, we do art. We even have like a drinking night on Fridays where me and Lexi, our merch girl, get together and we have some drinks with the Swarmies and we play games. We even create our own games sometimes. So we created this game called Moshing Monstars, which is kind of like a mix between like if you were to put Monopoly with like Candyland. Right? And you had like these little Pokemon action figures that hop around the board and you win prizes. It's really a lot of fun.
That's so fun. I want to be part of that Friday show. Come on.
I know. I'm gonna check it out. Absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely
Yes.
should.
So,
wait.
go
I
ahead.
wanted just to ask real quick.
Yeah, go
That Microsoft news today. That Microsoft is buying all the Diablo, and did you hear about this?
I think someone just sent me a picture of that today. I was like, wait, is that real?
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about it, but I did see a picture.
That's big news. I'm a Nintendo girl, but yeah, definitely.
If it is, but I think it is, I'm going to be looking into it because I love World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I used to play that all the time. I kind of stopped recently, but I might get back into it at some point. For the Horde, by the way. Horde? Anyone?
They might be out there. They might tune in. Some
Somewhere.
people tune in live. Some tune on the recording, so they'll be hitting you up.
Somewhere.
But it's really cool. And like I said, with Twitch, that's definitely a way to get into them. I mean, not only are you a super band, but also gaming and that. Like you're cornering the market there, which is really cool. Somebody said to me, webcasting, it's neat and all, but not a lot of people watch it. I guess we got to start playing games.
But you cannot, hey, I will play games until the sun rises. That is so fun.
So you guys have a tour coming up with OTIP. You'll be playing dates around here. You're going to be in Reading. You're going to be in Atlantic City, which is cool. I got to try and catch up to one of those. But tell us all about the tour, what we expect, and how do you guys like touring? Is it a big deal? Is it a lot of work? Give us a little background on touring.
We love touring. We have been looking forward to this tour for a while. It got postponed from November, but we just found out today it got canceled.
We
Did it
just
really?
Yeah, it
Bad
did. We literally
news.
just found out.
like just now, like I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I saw your Facebook Live and it said on a sad day or something like that. And I said, I got to ask what the sad day is near the end. And that's horrible.
we are
That's
very
horrible.
much looking forward to
So
shows.
We've
anywhere.
had thousands of people messaging us like since we heard. That's
Wow.
actually how I heard about it, was someone messaging me. I didn't even see a post or nothing about that. So we wanted to let everyone know we're trying to figure something out and salvage it. It's kind of above our pay grade, but we're talking with people now and we're trying to get some dates so we can come see you guys, because that's honestly why I do this, so I can come meet all you.
Sure, and that hurts. It's a painful one. It looked like the makings of a terrific tour, and I know like I said, your PR spoke to us about it. If you guys want to go with a real low pay grade and play for almost nothing, you can come down to Philly. They just reopened the legendary Dobbs, which is a huge venue down here in South Philly. Hit the stage, man. Them guys might kiss our butt to see you guys come walking in.
We would be happy to play anywhere.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Wow.
We're not too far.
So,
Did they cancel the entire tour? Is canceled or just your leg of it?
it's looking like the
I
tour.
think, yeah.
Wow.
We can't really
We haven't.
Yeah.
Don't
received
quote us
any
so we don't get in
official
trouble, please. But
information.
as far as we know, it's canceled.
Damn.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Cam. Didn't hear a word you just said.
Yeah, appreciate it.
No, that's but in time, and that's and I was just talking to Jewel, and everybody on Facebook was blowing up today about this When We Were Young tour, or this big concert that's going to be in Vegas. And
Yeah,
there's like 60, 70 bands, and my wife's like, think of all the people crowded in that little area. I'm like, yeah, but I guess you got to live your life and go on. Is that what you guys are looking at now? Like, are you ready to? You got to be ready to hit the stage and just freaking explode.
Oh my God, yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
When was
No,
the last time
I
you
would
played
rather
a
have
concert?
four. I would rather have four incredible, unbelievable shows than 2 months of okay ones.
Yeah,
I would rather leave people in awe than leave people saturated, kind of with like
Agreed.
mediocreness.
And
Well,
you guys
if it-
pride yourself about. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
I mean, you pride yourself on being great live. Like, you hear a lot of bands, and I get so excited for people and music that I find, and then I listen to them live. That's the first thing I go to. Like, oh my God, I just have to hear these people live. And they're terrible, and it's a letdown. But you guys, I mean, you're great live, and that's your thing. So you have to be itching to just get back out there.
Yeah,
When was the last
More
time
than
you
you
did a
can
show?
believe.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like I said, just the music video is solid, and the live stuff is solid. You're a very talented band. It's absolutely awesome. Who does a lot of the songwriting and creativity, or is it kind of a group thing? Everybody throws ideas together, or is there one or two of you that just kind of take the lead?
it's mostly Will and Melissa, and then Bars does a lot of seasoning, and then I do a tiny bit of seasoning.
I like the way you said that.
on the-
And I like these. He's got the.
You know what I mean? Like
Just it on there.
they're the steak and potatoes. Bars will maybe another side dish, and then maybe I'll do a little salt on it.
Is
I
this
like it.
Plan
class?
too. Yeah. Yeah.
Paprika.
But you guys do cook on the stream too, so he plays the words. It's awesome.
We love to cook.
Yeah.
That's all. I enjoy it too. I can see that. I enjoy it.
I think
So,
everyone had to like be a better cook in 2020.
Yeah, right. Exactly. When
At least a little
COVID
better.
came.
You at least had to
I
improve
only recently
somewhat.
just learned. I kind of like taught myself a little bit using Google.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
The lockdown. It's actually when I started.
Cam puts in his tasty legs. I don't know. Should we talk about that?
Tasty.
Tasty legs. Yeah.
Gotta do some more of them.
I know. I know.
Nothing like the comments section to really lay it out. So we played. We just played "You Already Know," which is one of your newers, a terrific song. And I know you got more stuff coming out. Do you really get pumped? Do you crank out a bunch of songs, or do you just get a few songs together, get them on out, and try to do shows, or are you constantly writing?
So we are actually writing album 2 as we speak, and we just dropped a new song,
Yes, we
which
did.
the Patreons haven't gotten a chance to hear right now. But also, if anyone's a radio station out there, you guys can hit us up, and a select few radio stations will be able to play the new song ahead of time. It's called "Yesterday Isn't Me," and I can't wait for everyone to hear this one. But besides that, we've got a whole album of songs coming out soon. We usually drop them like single by single, and then we release an album. At least that's the way we've kind of been doing it.
And like writing it, it's like it's hard, but you kind of write it as it comes, and so you might get a couple things out quickly, but all of our songs we usually sit with and refine for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Like the peer review.
you might have a day where all that gets done is one guitar track or one drum track, or you might have a day where you get like 4 scratch demos out, but those demos are probably going to stay demos for a good while, like 6 months or something like that, or however long it takes for us to be happy enough with it to not ever want to touch it again. And that's very hard when you're writing music, because it's really hard to keep it you can keep adding nuances to it and keep trying to find more parts and more parts, but it's getting to that
like
point.
I said, peer reviewing it is
Yeah.
so important.
Yeah,
'cause
we let our
want everyone's
Patreons-
opinions.
We let our
That's
patrons
excellent.
check the stuff
Yeah.
out before it's finished.
That is a great idea. And I noticed, like you said, um, we played the song tonight, and we were told that some of your stuff is independent and some of it is like record label owned. How do you decide who gets what, or is there a process of that?
So this next album coming out, we're not looking for it to be on any labels.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we do have a label right now. They have Almost 11, which is a collection of 11 songs. It's our official album at the moment, and we're still writing album 2. So that's like in process.
And like the whole thing with labels, because it's really hard when you're a band out there, because you have all these people telling you that, you know, this is, if you get this, you know, you're in Candyland and all your dreams are going to come true. And honestly, it's never the case. And so any band that wants to know, you know, whether you should do it independent or versus a label, you really got to ask yourself, what are you looking for? What do you need help with? What can you do on your own? You know, things like that. And through trial and error and trial, we've got a pretty good system down, I think.
I think we've pretty much decided we can do it on our own.
That's great. And like you said, you let out single after single and then get the album. This way everybody gets a taste of a little something, and then when the album comes out, they're ready for it, which I like. I like the format of the independent, putting it out as a single and then drop another single. Instead of laying an album on and you're picking and choosing, you hope you like the album. Some people are afraid to buy albums nowadays because of that. So that, to me, it's a great idea.
We've asked the fans before this question too, and we got like kind of a 50-50 answer if they prefer singles more or an album just right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we got like split right down the middle.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people like it both ways, so we just kind of picked one.
And I go back and forth too, because I'm always like craving that single, like just give me it when it's done. But then you want the entirety of the album just to enjoy. And
we plan on writing an album, like when we write the album, but a big part of it is we love the music and we love interacting with our fans. And honestly, like when we get something back, it's really hard for us to just like withhold it from our fans.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know,
it's
really hard for us.
Bad.
It's really hard for us to show our music. You know what I mean? That's why we do what we do, because we want our fans to hear our music.
Yeah, for sure.
That's very cool.
When is the next single dropping, did you say? Is that
today?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
really?
Not the official drop, but we did drop it.
And what is the Patreon?
What is the Patreon link? The only link I didn't put. I did put links down. I did not get the Patreon link. I'm sorry for that. But.
It's patreon.com/sepsiss.
There you go. Thank
So,
you.
yeah, make sure to check it out, because, you know, I just think your music is excellent, so I'll definitely be checking it out as well. A silly question I like to ask musicians: if you weren't making music and playing music, what would you be doing with yourself? Any ideas? Or is music like your life?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Like if you weren't making music, can you imagine doing anything else besides music, or is this pretty much it? Like, did you ever have another hobby you'd like to do and something you'd like to do when you're not in writing, etc.?
Gaming and cooking.
Well,
Yeah,
music
gaming,
is absolutely my life. I couldn't think of anything else except if I had to. Like if I had to pick, if music was absolutely not a thing. Well, I do streaming. Streaming seems to be going well for me. I also do art. So that's another possibility, at least for me. I don't know about you.
Most of the stuff I like tends to like get me in trouble or hurt. Like, I like dirt bikes and cars and going fast and playing with fire and stuff like that. So stuff along those lines.
Stuntman?
Yeah. I do something.
That's hangout material right there. We've had a few of the female metal scene artists on our show. Mixie Demner, Lena Scissorhands, Margarita Monet, Edge of Paradise, Infected Rain, Stitch Apart. I love it. To me, it is the new wave. I think it's amazing. I love the female artists to go out and just rock and kick ass. Do you think it's here to stay, Melissa? Do you think females still have a little work to do to get really known as like stage presence?
I definitely think like we're here to stay.
I
It's just
love it.
it keeps growing. It's
I
a
love
big
it.
thing now.
I think it's terrific. Like I said, the presence is just amazing, and and all of you, it's a great mix. There's the hard voice, and then the the high pitch of the voice. It just really adds to the music, and it seems to be a great mix, and we think it's terrific. the rev- yeah, the revolution's here. It sure is, and it's here to stay. So
I'm sorry.
yeah, go ahead, Joel. No, go
Oh,
ahead.
no, I was going
You're
to
like
ask
you're so anxious.
who influenced you in coming up. You've been doing this for so long, and who influenced you growing up, and what are you listening to like currently?
So I've got some major influences from Evanescence, number
Yeah.
one, Hailstorm, Linkin Park, Disturbed, some others like Pantera, Dio.
Okay.
I've got a whole bunch, really. I could just keep going. Epica, Ozzy. Let's see. And right now I'm listening to a lot of Roses Unread, some Infected Rains in there,
Yep.
Diamante, and a few others.
It's really cool.
Very cool. Do you ever listen to them and say, "Yeah, I want to do it like that," or you ever listen and say, "No, I want to do it just the opposite of that"? And do you get do you pick and choose stuff from other bands, or not really?
That's a question.
I'm always trying to be myself. So
Yeah.
I don't like to listen to a lot of musicians that are in my genre too much because I feel like they might influence me a little too much.
Understood.
But I try to listen to other genres as much as possible in that sense.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of like Spanish guitar and listening to like gypsy jazz and stuff like that.
That's great stuff. I'm actually a big fan of that. Yeah, I like that stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And I guess
I like a
it
lot of
helps.
too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm all over the board, but people like see my taste in music and said, "Oh, on your show, it seems like you get heavier sound." It's kind of who I like to reach out to and interview, but I could listen to pretty much anything. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
same.
I was listening to your cover of E.T., which is awesome, and it reminded me of with the bongos and the almost Spanish guitar in the background. Like it was such a cool take on that song.
Yeah.
What are some of your other favorite covers to play?
Another favorite what?
Cover.
Sorry. Cover.
What's your favorite?
Ooh. I actually really enjoy Familiar Taste of Poison by Hailstorm. That's one of my
okay.
favorite covers that we've done.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of covers, but
We did a Christmas song recently.
we did the Christmas song. I had a lot of fun doing that. I was in
That
jazz
was
band
recorded.
when I was in high school, so it was really cool to kind of be able to try to do that stuff again. Melissa sings Dio awesome because we were playing
Thank you.
we were playing Rainbow in the Dark for a little bit.
That's a great song too.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing it. We were supposed to do a Halloween show this year, and that got canceled too. But
Oh.
that's why we were playing with some cover songs to be able to throw into the set to make it fun.
Mhm.
So
Is that ever going to pop up anywhere? A version, a video, anything of you singing?
Ooh,
Yeah.
I think we thought about it a few
I would like
times.
to.
I don't
I
know.
Oh man,
if not
That-
Rainbow in the Dark, maybe a different Dio song. Like I love Dio and I'm a huge Rainbow fan, so like I
same.
would like
I like
doing
that one a
like
lot.
Kill the
also.
King or Gates of Babylon.
Holy Diver,
Holy Diver.
Holy Diver. That,
Did that though. Kill Switch did that. Yeah.
Sure.
Don't talk to strangers.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Band members.
I know we got the whole band in the background there. Don't screw up.
Yeah.
But we're glad to hear the news about the tour, and obviously we are more than excited. And like I said, there's a couple locations in our area. When you come back around, we'll definitely get out there and check you guys out because we're fans now, and
Much
not
appreciated.
only we're fans of the music, but getting we call it meeting. I know we're far away and we're on video, but it's actually meeting, and we get to learn all about you. And you're great people. Your passion is outstanding for what you do, and this has been a cool chat. I've had an absolute blast doing this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Absolutely.
you.
So, the first thing of the underline there says Sepsis on tour. As you know, it's delayed, but they will be back.
We will
Make
be.
sure-
We will play shows this year. I
Yes.
do know that.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, keep
Halloween
up to
show.
date with
Yeah.
Sepsis at www.sepsis.com, Instagram at Sepsis Band. You find their music on Apple Music, Spotify, and check them out on Facebook at the Sepsis page. There's so many places to find them, and it's worth it because the music is so darn good. And like I said, every band that comes on my show, they automatically get in my playlist. So I got you guys already loaded up and ready to hit the road, the highway, with some great Sepsis music. We would love to invite you guys back and keep in touch. And seriously, if there's any way at all that we could drag you down to Philly and hit a stage somewhere, we'd love to do it.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
sure, man.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We will we'll talk about it on the side. Nothing on air so we don't get in trouble. I got your back, Cam. I'm looking out for you.
Yes.
So a humongous thank you again. Oh, the swarm is ready to invade. Hey, come on out, man. There's a great thing. The PA music scene, the Philly music scene is great. Very loyal and a lot of great places around here. Smaller venues and bars and all that have, played host to some of the legends. So we would absolutely love to try that. Melissa and Cam, Sepsis is the band. We thank you guys so very much for coming on tonight. We'd like to be in touch and have you back soon. Definitely check out their music, and hopefully we'll see you on tour soon as well.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. You guys have a great night, and we'll talk soon.
Peace out.
Night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nashville. Nashville's like the spot. Everybody does Nashville. I'll help them out and take them off. I hate doing the remove thing. I could do that all night long. I love it. Sepsis is Slacker approved. Now they're terrific. Jewel, I got to tell you, and I always say I'm nervous. I do get nervous because the music is, again, their heart and soul, and you feel it, and they talk about it, and they're so smart and knowledgeable about the music scene. You don't want to do it any misjustice, and sometimes they go, "Am I asking the right questions? Am I going the right flow? Am I really expressing how much I love it?" I get like a little kid. It's just so great.
I know. Well, we just love talking music and all different kinds of music, and they just span, and they've been around, and they know the game by now, and they're doing it, and they play huge shows with huge people, and they're just huge. So it's intimidating when we get big bands on like that because
Exactly. And when you go on Apple Music, there's just albums and EPs and all this stuff, and super cool picture of the band there. And yeah, I love it. Like when I get to talk to people that I can download to my music library and listen to them, and then you get to talk to them about the ins and outs of it. It's a rush like I can't explain. Tuesday nights, man, I don't go to bed till like midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning after we're done because I'm so just amped up.
I know. I get that way too.
It's great. Sepsis, of course.
It still feels a little off that we're not on Wednesdays. It was like my midweek party time.
Yeah, I feel you. And there's never anything that says we can't change it around again or mix it up or anything of that nature. Everybody says stick to the night because people get to learn you, and they have. We had a great turnout tonight. A lot of great people in the comment section. Sepsis has just such a great following, and usually we put an ad up and hundreds of people will see it and react to it, etc. This one was thousands of people were seeing it and sharing it and putting it out there, and it's great. We love that kind of stuff.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you everyone for watching and staying with us, and stick around for more fun things to come.
We'll be back. No,
Now you gotta say it.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button in the face, but don't break your electronic. Don't.
Don't do it. Thank you.
don't do it, and don't take her snacks.
And make sure to check out my channel, Jasmine's Vlog.
This means well.
I have a lot of good content.
She does. It's building.
Yes, it's building.
Love
I
how
have
she's
one video that I posted like 2 years ago, but I have a lot of videos on my mom's phone, so she's gonna get the whole
I'll get around to it.
gaming setup with my kawaii chat and my kawaii. Boom.
Why?
What kawaii means is it's just cute in Japanese.
We'll get there.
And I got choker.
Thank you, lady.
Very cute. Thank you, lady.
Pizza.
Fantastic. Much like me, she just can't see herself. Love it. So we do this little segment that we call Let's Argue. And I got to jump into this because, Jewel, this was like one of the classic ones of that house. You get to live in a house with all these bands, and you get to pick one house. And you see them lined up. House 1, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. House 2 is American Metal House, like Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth. And House 3, Classic Rock, Doors. So you see them all listed on there. There's so many good ones, it's so hard to pick them. So, of course, we went to the audience for a little Let's Argue segment. And we're going to find out right now which ones are the ones. Jewel, I already know yours. I know you're leaning towards. Yeah,
You don't know me.
I was gonna guess. I'm gonna guess.
You're gonna say House 5? You're wrong.
No, I wasn't gonna say House 5. Actually, I was actually gonna lean towards House 9.
9. Oh, because Ween?
Yeah, you got Ween.
They are
And
my boys, but nope. I'm going with 3. Are you kidding me?
we should have picked one. Well, that's another subject for another time. 3 is a great one, and embarrassingly, I did not pick 3. I picked number 8. And it's so hard because 1 is a great house. 3 is a great house. 4 is a good house. I mean, Greta Van Fleet's clinging there. 8, 2. I mean, just so really hard. Very hard. But we do have the results. And here they go. And I'm going to leave that up there so people can see. I'll move the microphone over a little. Jewel, move your head over a little. Okay.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so the least was house number 9 with 2 people. That's Primus, Ween, Green Jelly, Butthole Surfers, Meat Puppets, and Mr. Bungle.
I like Butthole Surfers.
So do I. And Mr. Bungle with Mike Patton, very underrated band. Not bad. Next up, yes. Oh, 2 is awesome. I agree. 2 is awesome. 2 is a really, that's like the house you go if you want to constantly be working out and getting out aggression. House 2.
Yes.
I'm with you there, yeah.
Do you remember the Drew Carey show where all they played was Panama?
Yes.
It's like,
Next up, with 3 votes, is house number 4. I get it. Bad Flower, Highly Suspect, Glorious Sons, who are like Royal Blood, which I really enjoy Royal Blood.
I only
Fever
know
333,
Van Fleet.
Greta Van Fleet. I love seeing them live twice. That's a great band. Royal Blood I got into, and Glorious Sons, kind of by accident. When you put the Apple Play, you pick a band, and if the song plays out,
Oh, 1 is good.
1 is good. 1, it's tough, man. This is really a tough one. I thought people were mad over the
Like,
Philly
for the
sports
rest
team.
of your life, it would have to be.
Right. People are like, well, can I put Slipknot in there? And no, you can't. Can I add this band? And
Eminem in every house I choose.
Eminem is not in any house. I guess maybe he's a free agent. You can put him in whatever house. Definitely recommend Highly Suspect. Stephanie, if you say it, I will try it. You have terrific taste in music. I'll try Highly Suspect.
Eminem and a couple other people.
So next up with 4 votes was house number 7, which is an underrated one. Kill Switch Engage, Trivium, Lamb of God, Parkway Drive, Bullet for My Valentine, and As I Lay Dying. Not a lot of votes though. It's kind of like the metal B house, if you will. So no, house 2 is metal 1 house. Next up, speaking of house number 2, 7 votes for house number 2. Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica, Testament, and Pantera. I have nothing against visiting this house. I just don't know if I would live there.
Happening at this house.
Yeah. I could visit. I just don't know if I would camp out. But I do enjoy those bands on there. Next up, with 8 votes, was house number 5. This is the house Jewel claims she won't be at. NWA, Wu-Tang Clan, Public Enemy, Ghetto Boys, A Dog Pound, and Compton's Most Wanted. I do like me some
Good,
Public
but
Enemy.
not every day listening.
Yeah, I couldn't live there the rest of my life. Next up, with 9 votes, is house number 6. Not a bad house though. Green Day, Blink 182, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, The Used, and All American Rejects. It's a goodie.
The
Definitely
high
good.
school days rolled into one.
Exactly. Kind of like my wife's. It's the disadvantage of being older than co-host and wife. Next up with 10 votes is house number 8. This is mine. Tool, Nine Inch Nails, Rage Against the Machine, Korn, Marilyn Manson, White Zombie.
It's a good house.
And that's a pretty good house. It's hard to deny. I'm going to have some good time living there. I don't know how I'm going to make out living with Maynard and Trent Reznor and all the guys from Rage, Manson.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You have to live with them? I don't think so.
You're living at the house.
The music. With
It
the
says
people?
live at the house.
Oh, okay. No.
Damn it. Well, if that was the case, I would live in house number 10 with Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears,
Yeah, where's that
Avril
house?
Lavigne. I know. I would live in
Backstreet
that.
Boys. Come on now.
I would do that. With 11 votes, house number 1. A great
Yeah.
one. Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, and the Smashing Pumpkins. I would trade-
8.3.
I would trade Pumpkins, though.
Yeah?
I can only handle so much Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
What's for breakfast?
Right.
Who's mowing the lawn? And the winner, as expected, because a lot of my friends are classic rockers, it is House 3 with Led Zeppelin and The Doors and Pink Floyd and the Grateful Dead, Jimi Hendrix and the Rolling Stones. What did me in is the Dead. I don't mind the Dead. I can't write. I couldn't do that much Dead where it's in my house. And I like Pink Floyd, but I'd have to constantly be drunk or stoned in house number 3 to really handle all that Pink Floyd.
Yes. Or just like sleeping.
Right, and no offense, there's not going to be a lot of weed left over in the house that Jimi Hendrix is in.
But to hear those people play. Wow.
Oh, Jesus, right? Man, it's
Insane.
so many you wish you've seen that you haven't. But that's Let's Argue. The classic rock house
Hmm.
is the winner. Good stuff. Still so geeked up from Sepsiss. I'm going to bring them back out again. So, let's do some topics, Jewel. And the first topic is very hard to swallow, but it's real, and it's real life, and that's the Eagles season that's come to an abrupt halt this past Sunday with a rather... Now you got Philly season, pitchers and catchers coming up soon. Rather disgusting display by our Eagles against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and some guy named Brady who's moving on to the next round. Did you watch?
Bad were the calls though? Like you couldn't blow in Brady's direction, and they would just call. They would throw a flag. It was
The one early on, the low hit one, got a lot of people upset. And here's the problem: it's more or less geared towards like a knee hit. Okay, it wasn't a knee hit; it was more towards the upper thigh pad. The problem with that is Derek Barnett is just got to be well known as a dirty hitter. So you have probably the most protected quarterback in the league in Brady,
yeah.
one of the most dirtiest hitters in the league. That's going to go, but the refs, there's bad calls. Like all the Dallas fans, oh, so many bad calls. No, Dallas, so many bad plays. That's why you're home. We're home just because we played bad. No, I'm sure we played bad.
Yeah, it was very painful.
Extremely painful. And you watch these guys, these pro athletes, and last night, I don't know who watched. I watched that Cardinals and Rams playoff game, and I think the Cardinals, for a playoff team, looked terrified. Like they were just like out there. It was like men against boys, man. It was absolutely terrible. But the Eagles season's over. Tom Brady moves on again. He will take on the Rams. The Cowboys are gone. They were beaten by the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are going to play Green Bay. So we've got some good playoffs coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Just waiting for the Super Bowl halftime show. So,
Amen. Super Bowl halftime show is, man, like when they first announced, I'm like, oh. But the more you see the commercial and they play like that little like Snoop Dogg bit in the commercial, I'm like, it's going to be good.
oh yeah. So
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
who's all in it? It's Eminem.
It's like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. I think it's Mary J. Blige,
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I think there's one more. Maybe I'm missing. Oh, Ice Cube, I believe. Yes,
Oh, that's good.
I think so.
need
Yeah.
Exhibit too. I love Exhibit.
Yeah, I think it's Ice Cube also. Yeah, it's and I tell you when you talk about like that Vegas concert and the mega concert and all these bands, putting all those guys together, that's pretty big shit right there. That's a big show.
It is.
And I
You
got to
know,
tell you, halftime shows they get so heavily critiqued, and the Facebook world just loves to pound on them or praise them. I got to tell you, man, this one honestly, and people are a little surprised. Not a lot of my friends think I'm a rap fan, and I am, depending on the artist and depending on the music. This one's got to go long. They've got to stretch this out and give everybody some fair cracks at this. I think.
these, I mean, yeah, because they all have so many hits
Yeah.
combined together. Like they have so many. Oh my God! Like Busta Rhymes has to come out because he does songs with Mary J. Blige and Eminem. Like I think they're gonna be like a lot of surprise people that come out. Busta
You know
Rhymes
what?
has to be one of them. Maybe Exhibit. Maybe
Oh, Exhibit. God, I forgot all about him.
maybe new people too. I know Eminem like has new people
And
coming.
pull out the past, man. Like throw out like a Dougie Fresh or something too. Like give me
Right?
one of them wholesome guys to kind of
Right?
like mix it up. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Like I love that. Now I wonder, my opinion, and I know I'm gonna get, like I said, I'm not as fluent in the rap scene as a lot of people are. I get the feeling they're all gonna kind of sing each other's songs and all take turns rapping through each other's songs. Maybe.
I mean, they could.
Maybe it's gonna be like a freestyle battle.
I don't
Damn.
know, but I'm just excited.
Yeah, it is exciting. It's a
We went
great
to
lineup.
Shakira and J Lo. Remember that we were doing the live show, and that was
God.
what we talked about. And then the weekend did last year, he was good. Oh my God, lick the COVID, Mike.
It's my own COVID. I bashed the weekend thing last year, shamefully. I just didn't think it was that good.
His last album was very good, and then he just dropped a surprise album like a week ago, and I hate it. I'm sorry. I listened to like every song too, and I just can't get down with it. It's very, I don't know.
It's more like
I
a
mean,
weekday. It's more like a Monday.
he always sounds a little like Michael Jackson, but this one is just like trying too hard. I feel.
Wow. Nah, I haven't. I'm not really familiar with it. I'm not a big fan. I don't dislike the guys. Not really a fan, but last year's just like it lacked something.
Hmm.
I don't know, but yeah, if you're a fan of that,
Well, I like when there's a bunch of people and you hear different songs, and it's like Shakira and J Lo, and
yeah,
if they have a group of people like and sing Britney Spears and Aerosmith, like
yeah,
Justin
like
Timberlake and Janet Jackson. Like there's so many hits in there. That's what we want to
exactly. And
see.
stuff like that is pretty cool. I like stuff like that. I like a blend. I like bands covering other bands' songs and stuff like that. I love stuff like that. So who
Mm-hmm.
knows? Never go back to classic rock. I gotta tell you, it's hard to set up that stage and get. Wait, Bruce Springsteen was the highest grossing artist of 2021.
Really?
Yes, I
He
just
sold his
saw.
whole catalog.
I just.
Just
Oh,
sold
did
all of
he?
it. Yeah.
That's big. Who else just sold? Somebody else just sold their catalog too. Damn it.
Paul McCartney.
No, I want to say Aerosmith, but I don't think that's right. Somebody else just sold off their whole catalog of music, and I was like, dang. I guess you wait till you get older, though. But it's, whatever.
Our father's
Okay.
watching. So, I heard some pretty crazy news. I guess I'll say it.
Oh,
So there was this DJ in Philly back years and years and years ago, and my grandfather used to run. First of all, he was an actor. He was like a pretty well-known stage actor in the area,
oh wow. Very
and
cool.
he had his own studio and everything. And so he was friends with this DJ guy, and he's on the radio. I forgot that DJ's name. I'm terrible, but the DJ gave my grandfather these tapes of exclusive interviews with John Lennon,
What?
like right before he passed. And my grandfather had these in his studio that went up in flames.
Oh,
So I've heard this story and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're saying that those tapes were in my family at one point.
wow.
I could have listened to them, and You know, we could have sold them to, what's his name? The guy, the Game of Thrones, the guy who just made the Beatles movies. The guy who wrote Game of Thrones. Who made the Beatles Get Back on Disney Plus. He compiled
Man,
all these like exclusive interviews of like their last get together. Can you believe that?
that is wild. Like just and I'm not a big Beatles fan, but to have something like that and to just listen to it that's like mind blowing.
Oh my
That's
god.
incredible.
I mean, anything John Lennon says is just like I'm glued to it. It's just poetry. And just to hear, I mean, Get Back was such an amazing, you really should watch it because it's all like just making the songs and so much goofing around. Like him and Paul were such goofballs together and just cursing and drinking and smoking and popping pills and like it is like it's just amazing watching this album be made and all the
Man,
great songs that come out of it. So even if you're not the biggest Beatles fan, it's worth a watch just because of the the writing process and the creativity that just comes out of those two. It's insane.
that's pretty
And
cool. Like
Poor George,
I
he
know
just gets left in the
George.
yeah. He has like a
George,
meltdown. It's so
he should
sad.
got he should got more play than Ringo.
Yeah, he's such a good singer. They're all very good singers. Even Ringo. Ringo wrote. I love Octopus's Garden.
Yeah, like
It's
that
just
kind
me.
of stuff.
Anyway,
Definitely,
I just thought
definitely.
I'd share that tidbit because it was a piece of music history that never saw the light of day, unfortunately. It was
That
in
is
my family
amazing,
at
but
one point.
it saw your house, and that is like, man,
I mean,
that is
not my house, but like
that picture.
almost.
Oh, I forgot to. Oh, man, I forgot to congratulate them on their award. God, I suck at this.
I'm probably getting text. Long John Wade was his, what's his name? The DJ, and you can look him
Okay.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lord of the Rings. That's who did the Beatles Get Back. We could have sold it to that guy.
Your dad's a better intern than Duck.
He is, and Tina Turner sold her whole all of her songs.
Really?
What's it called?
Jesus.
Anthology, Scology.
There's definitely somebody else that just did it. Um, I'm going to check that so it's going to freak me out.
Long John Wade
Mm.
is his name. That's crazy.
Then, wow. First thing, because it was a band that died in a plane crash.
What was it?
I type in band, it comes up band that died in a plane crash. Band just sold music.
Wasn't that Mobamba?
Obama. Um, Spring Springsteen, I guess, was the latest. Motley Crue.
Oh,
Yeah, Motley Crue. Which $150 million. I mean, I'm not being funny. It doesn't sound like that much.
for Motley Crue, would they
Honestly.
like have like one good year? They're scared. Scared.
What? Motley Crue is fantastic. You crazy?
Yeah, weren't they like short-lived though? No, it's before
No.
my time, man.
They're supposed to come out of that stadium tour, and I think it's blown up again.
Mm.
So remember, I was going to do a topic a few weeks ago. Ah,
Oh,
you're also a better intern than well, Phil's dad's an intern. Remember, I was talking about I made that topic with Ted Nugent, and he was picking on Joan Jett for being inducted in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And he's saying R&B groups didn't belong, and the Hall of Fame's a sham, and it's all
right.
nonsense. I just found out why
Mhm.
he got snubbed.
Oh, well, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
no Ted Nugent. But I mean, after what? What's that one Ted Nugent song that everybody likes?
Run to baby, like a dog in you.
Stranglehold.
Yeah.
After
Sounds like
Stranglehold
fun.
and the classic Wang Dang Sweet Poontang, he really just has nothing else.
No, it's a good song though.
It is a good
8
song.
minutes long.
It is. It is. A guy I used to work with, so I was like, "Hey, play that," and it'd be on like for an hour.
Yeah.
Falling asleep in the middle of that
Just
song.
like always like a rock star. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
That's fun though.
gracious. Gracious, gracious, gracious.
What are the topics? I sent you some great ones.
You did send me some great ones, and I'm getting to them. I'm looking at somebody. I hate when somebody sends me a message and it doesn't come through. It's probably somebody
Damn
very important.
iPhones. I don't know if I'll ever switch to an iPhone.
To the
Just
best.
seems like a hassle.
Just want to make sure it's not like. Cause I hate like. No, I love when guests mess us afterwards, but I don't want to mess it. Anyway, let's get to some more of our
Cat
fantastic
scratch
topics.
fever.
Cat scratch fever, right? Thank you.
Cat
Pantera actually
scratch
does it
fever.
better. So before we get to the ones you sent, this one to me is fantastic. It's got to do with baseball legend Babe Ruth. Now everybody knows Babe Ruth was known as later years to be like kind of overweight, and he was always a drinker. He wasn't a quintessential athlete, but apparently this story came out today of Babe Ruth's breakfast, which used to consist of a whole steak, a dozen eggs, and a quart of bourbon and ginger ale, and then he would go out and mash big home runs.
It's an Atkins diet.
Atkins with a little bit of juice to it. I can't imagine. Can you imagine playing any sport? I don't know. I know baseball. They say is a little more, but he also used to pitch. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah, pitching's rough. I mean, hitting and it is a lot of sitting around baseball, but I feel like today the athletes have to be so well conditioned. Well, they're
Yeah.
getting paid millions of dollars. You better be in good shape. You can't eat steak and drink. Who was it? Andre the Giant who drank like a case of beer in one
Yeah.
sitting. Like you can't do that. You have to be
A
limber. You have to
fi-
be agile.
finely tuned athlete. Babe
Yeah.
Ruth was not. He was just. He wasn't really like he wasn't really heavy till like near the end of his career. And everybody always painted a picture of him as like this big fat guy. And it really wasn't. That was like near the very end.
Well, you better hit a home run to make it around the bases.
I love
How
those
else
videos.
can you
They're all
do
like
it?
fast motion. He looks like he's actually running real fast.
I was the slowest runner in the world.
Same.
My coach actually called me molasses. He said I did speed up. I don't know. I just took those long steps. You do have to like do the quick step. My dad taught me that. You have to do the quick step and then
You do have to learn how to stride. Like it is definitely like I used to like in the beginning. I used to run like kind of like legs straight. My coach like, no, you got to kind of side to side. Like let the legs spin more than just like bend. And I'm like, yeah, I get it.
spin. Do
Well,
the
I mean,
spin.
like spin, like you got to keep like
Oh,
you ever like if you watch like the old Eagles highlights, like Darren Sproles, it actually looked like he was so fast. I could look like his legs were spinning pretty
it's
well.
insane. Yeah, I watch it and wonder. Always wish I was fast, but I was big and slow.
Big and slow instead of small and fast.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna hit this next topic, and if you didn't watch it, we will go right past it. Did you watch Don't Look Up?
Yes.
Okay,
It's so
help me,
good.
help me with this. I thought it was really good. It was very, very sad, extremely, and through
I
the whole
know.
picture, it was sad because Leo was like this nerd who becomes like this star, and he's still crapped out at the end. And Jennifer Lawrence goes like crazy. And everybody's like, oh, it's so today. It's a little today because everybody's so engulfed in the phone, and the politician says this and walk the line, and everybody kind of ignored the grand ending. Yo, what's up,
Hey.
Angela? What did you think? Dissect it for me in any way you can. I know you dig into arts and get intellectual with this stuff. Dig into it. Give me a little feedback what you thought.
Oh, I loved it. First of all, I love everyone in it, but it was great. Did you see Kate Blanchett? I thought that was the
Yeah.
chick from Yellowstone. I thought it was Beth from Yellowstone. I'm like, that's Kate Blanchett. I thought everyone was great. But no, it was so funny. And yeah, everyone was paying attention more to the Ariana than the world is ending. I feel like it would be like that though. If it's
Yeah.
there's an asteroid that passed today. They said you could see it. Did anyone know about that? Yeah, it happened today. And they said,
No.
hey guys, you can look up. You can look up. Can we? Because it's here. Do you know there was a tsunami last weekend? A
Yes.
volcano exploded.
That I knew.
It's insane. It's like small potatoes now. I don't understand. So yes, I thought it was very relevant. to what we have. We're just, there's so much content. We absorb more content than air.
We
And
do.
it's
I
like
was.
we're
I didn't
all
even.
desensitized to everything.
I know, and it's like they're pretty much like laughing at these scientists with this information,
Yeah.
and this the saddest part was the end when they're all eating dinner and they're holding hands and all. And it was if you didn't see it, I just spoiled the ending. But I don't care.
Oh, it's so
It's been
sad.
around for a while. It was so sad, but
Jeez,
it's just the
Jason. There was a movie like that. It was Kirsten Dunst and Alexander Skarsgård. It was called Melancholia. Ended the same way, but very, very sad throughout. Like no humor at all. So I'd much rather have something like this. But I thought it was funny too. Jonah Hill was so funny in it.
he was good. He was really good.
Oh,
Like I said, the movie as a whole was just a great cast, and it's funny how even though Leo plays like this nerd, he's still like good looking like Leo, and everyone's like,
oh
"Oh, he's
yeah.
such a
Well,
hottie." And
it's
everybody's
still
like,
Leonardo DiCaprio. Come on now.
it's
Come
like
on.
they nailed like the exact right person to be in it. It's great.
But she's like, I can't believe that he charged me for snacks. That'd be me. I'd be thinking about something stupid.
Right, and in the end, that's part of what it was all about. Getting charged for snacks.
Why would he do that?
Why would he? Did they ever get to the conclusion of why he did that?
No, he was just a jerk. I really like that Timothy Chalamet too, the kid from Dune. He's
Yeah.
good. He's
All
gonna
around,
be the new like Johnny Depp.
all around good movie. Check out Netflix. Don't Look Up. Me and Jules just pretty much told you the whole movie. That's okay.
You know the best part working from home, I get to just cuddle with the floof
Oh,
and see Joey, but she's leaving me soon.
yeah.
Back to the
school.
books.
So your movie, Jewel, apparently a lot of riff. Josh Whedon absolutely smoked the cast of Justice League, and then he came out and said Gail Gadot, I never know how to pronounce it right, needs to learn English, and the rest of them need to learn how to act. he, called, he called it a horrible, unprofessional cast, terrible acting, horrible speaking, rips the movie. I know you saw it. I did not see it. I know you're big on DC. Are you okay with a DC remake and a DC recasting? Because obviously Josh Whedon and company.
Dude, recast everyone. Just leave Henry Cavill as Superman. He's such a good Superman.
yeah,
And I don't think anything is wrong with him. The other acting I can see, like Gal is not the best actress. I'm sorry.
I love Gail.
She's not the only version of Wonder Woman that there can be. Come on, people. We have so many Jokers. We have so many Supermans. We have so many Batmans. We need more Wonder Womans.
Calm down.
With the build of like a Gina Carano. I know she's a big butthole, but like she fits the bill of what Wonder Woman can look like. So I think we need to see that type, body body conscious. Body body beautiful. Love yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, you lost me. You lost me there too. I wasn't quite
You know
sure
what
where
I
you were
mean?
headed.
She's a monster. She is a big Amazon lady, and that needs to be portrayed
Well,
by
she's
like an
tough.
MMA fighter, like a Gina Carano type. Not her because she's out, but someone of that stature, I would think. And Batman, come on, Ben Affleck. I'm so done with you. I hate Ben Affleck. Can we just talk about Ben Affleck so much because I hate him. I hate him as a person, and he's just a horrible human being. J Lo, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You went from A Rod, who I don't even mind. I think you guys were good together. To this
Ugh.
asshole who blames
You're
all his problems on Jennifer Garner. He blamed his drinking on Jennifer Garner. Like, get lost. Like, you're so. I can't stand him. You're a horrible Batman. I'm
his
all
version.
about the older Batman because that's where he goes. He becomes an old man,
Yeah.
and he just can't fight like he used to anymore. So I get that, but
I find it funny how God, totally drew a blank where I was heading with it.
I know you got me started. So
I know, I sure did.
lose my voice.
But I say like superhero movies are tough, and
Yeah,
anymore like Marvel just did it so well.
perfectly. Like
Right.
seamlessly. And
Seamlessly.
DC just was a big dumpster fire. I don't
Right.
understand. How do you do
Even
this to like it's written for you? Like why is it such bad writing when you literally have all this material? Like it makes no sense.
I
It's like
agree.
my favorite show. I think one of the best cartoons ever written is Avatar: The Last Airbender. They did such a shit job with the movie. M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong just trashed it. Like you have a perfect script, just stick to the script, and it just becomes great. I don't know what you're doing,
I don't
Josh
know.
Whedon. Just get lost.
Yeah, Josh Whedon get lost. Like
Have the
Steph
guy
said,
from Lord of the Rings
his
take
version
over.
was terrible. He's just salty. Probably.
Yes, yes,
But
I think
it's
so.
I said Marvel just and here's the other thing. This is what I wanted to talk about. It's the other thing that gets me. I have not seen the new Spider-Man movie yet. I hear it's amazing. Of course it is. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Tobey Maguire was back," and blah blah blah. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, Andrew Garfield." You people pretty much lynched Andrew Garfield as the worst Spider-Man in history. Like they didn't even welcome him back after the second movie. The fans ripped him every chance they get. Now they're all geeked because he's in it. Blows my mind.
Oh, I have to see it. He is
Absolutely.
a good actor, though. I like that guy. You know what? I watched the Tammy Faye Baker movie, and he's the husband. Oh my
I didn't even
god,
see that, really.
I felt so bad for her. Talk about a sad movie. Like her life, she
I have not
just
seen
she was just trying to do good by the people. I mean, she was a little greedy, but he was bad man.
it. Betty Badman, Josh Whedon, Cranky Paints. So today, Jewel, is not today. The other day, right? Yeah, the other day. The third Monday in January is known as Blue Monday, which is known as the saddest day of the year. And Jules sent me this, and I'm like, oh, and I felt sad. I'm like, wait, it's not even Monday. But anyway, so
So
third
sad.
Monday, it's basically they say like the winter blues kick in, and it's like the longest day, and it's cold and dreary, and
Is it the longest day? Oh, I
I
didn't
think
know.
it's the longest day also. And like you look out your window the last couple of days, it's gray and
Oh
it's
yeah, you wake up and there's
cold.
no sun.
I
It's like I'm
know, like
in bed.
with
Why am I up?
the new little puppy we got, she's so small that you really can't let her go out on her room. We have the deck, and she'll climb on that deck and she'll be gone. So you actually have to put on her little collar and put on a leash and walk her around the backyard. And it's so cold, and the last thing on her mind is peeing. She just wants to run around and just fart around there, and you're just begging for her to pee. And it's not happening.
No, that's tough. And you
It
have
is.
so many hawks in your area. You have to be careful.
Yeah, no joke there either.
Terrible. But
True.
yeah, it's
Absolutely
been
true.
miserable. But yeah, the holidays are over, so it's like, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah.
Stupid Valentine's Day. I don't know. But
I'm
then
not even really a fan of Valentine's.
no, January sucks, and I only like January growing up because it's my birthday month. So
Yeah,
that's what I look forward to after Christmas. That's what got me through. But yeah, especially Monday, I'm like, today sucks. Get up. It's just terrible. But
not
then
quite sure who
again,
B Dub 75th is, but he says Jewel is hot. Yeah,
oh,
I agree.
B Dub.
I think I know who that is, and he's hiding his face. But I know who that is.
Oh,
I think I know who that is. But yes, she is. Thank you.
jeez.
Why people watch. Um, I had another topic, something I wanted to talk about, and God,
You
it's
didn't
so
want to talk about
disconcerting.
seasonal depression anymore.
No, I think I'm done with that. We
Okay.
had that. We had that on an episode. We won't talk about
Yeah.
it. We had one that derailed, and we're like, may that never happen again. Um, oh, here's one. I should have taken a picture. Did you happen to catch? I know you don't watch a lot of football. Did you happen to catch the Bildo incident?
No.
The Buffalo Bills and New England Patriots, of course, renewed their old rivalry in the playoffs. Bills finally got the best of the Patriots. Of course, we got Tom Brady there, it's a whole different ballgame. Somebody insisted on throwing a sexual toy object at Patriots wide receiver Kendrick Bourne after he scored a touchdown. Now, of course, there was a dildo. Apparently, in Buffalo, they call it a dildo. Apparently, this is a thing.
Oh, it's a thing now. Okay.
Yes, it's a thing that it's a dildo and they throw them at opposing players. Have we run out of
Well, we
ideas?
get yelled at for throwing snowballs. Like, what
Right.
kind of shit is that?
And that's everybody saying, oh, the Eagles fans, they threw a snowball. This person threw a banana and two balls together in one object. Forgot to put the picture up, but are we at our end here? Fans, are we at our end? Is this it?
I mean, be nice. Don't throw things. Especially, anything other than a snowball, I feel.
And there was a guy, you get these little Facebook clips. There's a guy on one of the sports pages. Like, he threw a banana at him. That's horrible. I'm like, that's not a banana. That's a dilly. And he's like, well, you should know. You sound like an expert. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I'm all about. Just telling you what happened. Dildo. That team. Yeah, exactly. That team's got a chance to go to the Super Bowl. I'd hate to see a Bildo coming down Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay. Right.
Janet Jackson's boob, one thing. Bildo, something totally different.
Yeah.
Had to show that. It was a great movie. Scream is the #1 movie in America. Finally passing Spider-Man. Our good friend Jamie Kennedy, I saw some of his videos. He was at the grand opening talking about all Scream from his days in the Scream movie. He's not in the new one.
They didn't have Matthew Lillard in the new one either. Why?
Didn't Matthew Lillard...
Matthew? Like,
didn't he die in it, though?
Oh. I don't remember. I know I watched all of them.
Really? I'm not a big fan. I see a lot of people that were really stoked about it. To me, I didn't check it out. So I guess my question goes, you won't check it out.
So I was at my sister's and we're watching Scream. Let me get out my soap today and we'll watch it on TV and we'll have popcorn and stuff. This is like the first movie since quarantine ended that you have to go to the theaters to watch. Well,
really?
One of the ones I wanted to watch anyway. But you have to go to the theaters. It's not available. You can't buy it. Can't buy it on HBO.
Wow.
What are you doing, girl?
New
the hand
thing
publishing.
I saw an ad. New Scream coming on the 14th. So you can watch that if you like.
Scream. Scream's a horror movie.
I know.
Not Scream.
I took the Scream.
Oh,
Scream.
Okay. You're not
Scream.
watching it.
Oh.
No.
But my whole thing is scary stuff in
She
Hawaii.
loves everything scary. Every
Really?
part. She's like, can I watch Chucky? I'm like, no.
No.
They
Please,
curse. She
Mama.
wants to watch Michael Myers. I'm like, get out of here.
Yes.
My goodness.
Slenderman?
No, Slenderman. Would you
Slenderman.
bedtime.
No. None of that sounds good.
Slenderman does whatever the Slender can. I'm like fishing through topics, and how about this? Are you homeless? Are you looking for somewhere to live? Move to Japan. Japan is giving away abandoned homes for free. Apparently, Joel, they have a massive population of vacant homes, and they say people that die alone, or people that suddenly die, or plane crash, never come back home. So there's all these, and they're big houses that they're just giving away to occupy space. Is this a good idea or a bad idea? I don't really like this idea in the grand scheme.
Oh my god! Like, what do you do? Like, are you by yourself in like a village? It's like what was that? Vivarium, where they were alone and they had no neighbors and just in like an empty apartment building. Did you see the ones in China where they just built cities? They're like ghost towns, but
Yeah,
they're not occupied.
it's creepy.
So creepy, and I don't know. It's a big conspiracy that's going on. I don't know if maybe Japan, because Japan is smaller. You're by some kind of beach or water source. So I would move to Japan before I move to a vacant ghost town in China.
Yeah. Well, I would take a free house.
Japan is so on our list to go because we just have to go. We have to see Super Nintendo World if it doesn't come here. And
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, and the Hello Kitty truck.
Hello
And
Kitty World,
Hello
and
Kitty World.
Japan, Universal, so many things.
I literally see like 20,000 videos of Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty. Watch this. Hello Kitty. Hello
your
Kitty
face.
is like
Yeah,
the
she's like,
biggest thing in Japanese and also anime.
In Japan.
I'm gonna catch
go
up
there.
on some anime shows.
Yeah, we'll
They're
watch
all
it.
pissed off.
We'll watch one. We'll watch Howl's Moving Castle tonight, and then another one next.
See you in 5.
4.
See you in
Three.
nighttime.
Well, that's scary.
Woo!
It's actually a little scary. It's actually
Fingers.
slightly terrifying.
Woo.
Um, we're gonna do a couple of man cave scores real quick because I got to show Jewel my new landing. But since it's too much effort to bring him downstairs, I'm gonna introduce everybody to my new man cave score via picture. Little Miss Hannah, aka Hannah Banana, aka our new little 13-week-old Pamapoo puppy. She's adorable. Henry's not having it so far. He's pretty pissed off. But
How old?
Jewel, 13 weeks.
Oh
You
my
gotta see
God.
that little face. The picture doesn't do it justice. It is just like this most innocent.
I'm glad she went out because
You-
she would like die to come over there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, Cassie has said that. Cassie, if you and Jewel ever want like do a show thing, like she could bring Joey here and Joey can hang out.
Let's do it. That'd be so much fun.
She said she's like, whenever. Like she's down for that. Like I said, the 2 dogs are there, Henry and little Hannah.
I'd be
Poor
like,
Hannah.
Hannah, have you ever seen the movie Hannah? It's so great. Eric
No.
Bana? Oh, it's so good. About
Is
the
she in it?
assassin girl.
No,
I'm
I have
telling
not.
you, when you're done watching the movie, I'll be like, Hannah. They made a show, a series. It's very good. She's so adorable. So it's a Pomeranian. Poodle?
And poodle mix, yeah. It is like when I tell you. And growing up was always big dogs and shepherds, all that. But then I got little Henry, little Bichon, and now this one, and they make your heart melt. It's so cute. The little nose is like a little like Hershey kiss. You just got to nibble on it.
That's so cute.
She
How are
is
they,
so-
are they sharp? All sharp.
Yeah, because she likes to bite. She's trying to dig in the cords and bites my pants and all. And then when I sleep in bed, she sleeps on the pillow and like nibbles on my head while I'm sleeping. It's just you got to come see it in person. It's unbelievable. She's adorable.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Henry will catch up. He's a little jealous right now because it's his
Yeah.
castle. What is that film?
Grumpy man.
Yeah, I know. So, Man Cave scores, Joe. I hate to do this to you, but a couple weeks ago, I showed you that Funko Pop has come out with a die-cast series, and it's these heavier Funko Pops made of die-cast. I've got Batman, and the other day I landed this one, and Joe, I got to tell you, not to rub it in, I'm madly in love with this one. It is die-cast Wonder Woman.
Holy shit.
Holy crapness.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
The box, the clearness. And I'll tell you how meticulous Funko is about the die-cast. See the sword? The sword was wrapped in foam because they were afraid in shipping that the sword would get damaged. It's just so incredible. These are so freaking heavy, but I love the die-cast shoes. I like the clear box.
Yeah.
And the detail's incredible. It's beautiful. I mean, they're like, I don't want to say the price gets my wife's walking. They're like $50 for the die-cast ones.
Wow.
Like, yeah, right, from Funko. That's not even on like the aftermarket. But if you're like, I can't even show this to Joel. I'm like, yeah.
No, it's awesome.
And it comes in like this fancy box.
Oh crap.
Like, oh my god, it's so. And when it comes in the mail, you're like, what is this? A couple quick Man Cave scores, things I'm going to show before we're going to pay homage to the NFL playoffs with guys like Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills. And his opponent this week from the Kansas City Chiefs, Mr. Patrick Mahomes
Very
from
cool.
the NFL 100 series. And of course, there's a couple more. I don't have all of them, but I do have Cincinnati Bengals Joe Burrow. He'll be in the playoffs. He's moving on. And of course, my favorite and my favorite to win the Super Bowl, Green Bay Packers and Mr. Aaron Rodgers. My NFL playoff preview Funko Pop Man Cave Score Edition featuring Hannah Wonder Woman diecast in the NFL playoffs.
That's really awesome.
Thank you.
And where does it end? Like they're gonna have Funko Pop of everyone.
Dude, you've got to say, oh, I know. Like, there's, and everybody, like, makes ideas and suggestions. You got to see my house. You haven't been here in a while. There is zero room. They're all over the glass table. They're on that thing in the back. They're all across the wall here. They're up top. It's insanity.
Jeez. I think one of my favorites is Duck has a high grit, and it's bigger than all the other Funko Pop, but just like a little bigger. It's just like
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
cute. Yeah.
I only have one out of the box. Of course, is Blacklight Deadpool.
One.
I
Man,
like it in the box.
that's some what's that called? Willpower right there.
Yeah, it is. Like,
What would you
when
do if you came down and one of your nephews just like tore through them all?
it's coming. The day is definitely coming, and it is what it is. But like I said, I look like Paul Scardino. Like, he's got, like, all his are out of the box.
Yeah.
And Chassis Capella, she's got like half of hers out of the box. She's got a ghost face from Scream and a Captain Spaulding. And I say those two because they're big time. And Captain Spaulding is huge. She came out of the box. I'm like, like,
Oh, what do you do? Like, are you meticulous? Do you like take off the tape? Like, how does that work? Can you put it back in the box?
you can. I don't think I've ever taken one out of a box that's on the wall
Just
here.
have one piece of tape, right? I don't even have a box here.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So many of them. To me, I think they made for a terrific backdrop. Though.
It's very cool. I need to work on my backdrop and just green glue me all the time.
I love it. Love a good backdrop. Love a good show. We next week. Drew a blank. It's not next week. It's actually a couple weeks down the line. Who we got coming on? We have some guests coming on. February 1st, Jewel. I'm pretty stoked for this one. We love our Philly bands. We love our Philly artists. And February 1st, we're going to be joined by Philly group Dirty Soap. I am pretty stoked for this. Pretty wacky guys are right up our alley here. Total Yo-Show people. February 1st. The guys from Dirty Soap. February 15th, we're back with the PR firm Jessica Katz and her PR firm bring us actress Moretta Moss. A lovely picture of her. As you know, Jewel's birthday is coming up. Jewel may not be with us next week. We will announce items coming up. And we do love you, Jewel. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Jewel turns 61 this year.
Mm-hmm.
She looks terrific for 61.
Call me the crook keeper.
Your favorite, too, by the way. So, for a change, I actually find myself short change with 10 minutes to go.
Oh, God. I'm sure
Hey,
you had more.
I thought we had more. I'm looking at the topics, and I think we covered everything. We did Scream, we did Dildo, we did Josh Whedon, we did Babe Ruth, we did Don't Look Up, we did Blue Monday, we did Japan's Free Houses, we did Let's Argue, we did Man Cave Scores, we did the When We Were Young Festival. Holy shit. How in such a quick time?
Oh, wait. There was.
Oh, we got something. Don't go away. We'll be right back on the YouTube. I was kidding about that, of course. I know I don't have anything. I'm looking like, do I have anything? No, I don't. No, that never.
A woman who binged 32 sushi rolls at all-you-can-eat buffet rushed to the hospital.
I eat sushi. I enjoy sushi, but I have an issue eating that much sushi just for that reason of.
Yeah, like how much is too much? I have like 4 pieces. I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, I get
What
like
else is for dinner because that wasn't filling. I don't
exactly.
know. I mean, I like sushi, but I like sushi with like a hot dish too. You know,
That's why I like the way when you go to hibachi restaurants,
Mm.
like, and I go to hibachi and somebody will get a sushi side and we'll kind of pick out. I like that with like the hot
Yeah.
meal and the soup and the salad and a little bit of sushi. I like that, but I do it before sometimes, like to go to Giant because I think they have
Mhm.
like
They have
Sushi
good
Wednesday.
sushi.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have very good sushi. I think Sushi
Yes.
Wednesday was like
Crispy
half
crab
price.
roll.
Yeah,
Good.
and then you get it and you go through it and you're like, all right,
Yeah.
starving.
I do. I do 4 pieces, and then I'm like, all right, well, I gotta eat that the next day, or it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the only thing. The Wednesday sushi sale, you've got to eat it
Giant
right
has
there.
some good sushi, and Redner's has some good, um, you have good generals. Oh, sesame chicken.
Really,
Brand
Redner's.
new. Oh yeah, the hot dishes. Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
serve them. You can.
I'm down
Good
for that.
stuff. But I'm
It,
just that they closed. I think there was a fire, so they closed one of my Chinese restaurants up here.
oh,
But before the show, I had some uh, some pork soup dumplings from a
no good.
from the freezer. No, I could still taste it. I'm like, I
Oh,
shouldn't be tasting it. The best soup dumplings are from Dim Sum Factory,
I've
and
never been.
they're so good. And they're just like savory. Like these ones from the freezer, whatever you get them at Target and stuff,
Yeah,
they just don't sit right for some reason.
the one a lot of people claim the best ones are at I can't think of the name of it now. I got to look it up.
Musashi
Um,
is very good on Street Road. There's this place, little Sum Sum in the Piazza, and they also have a place in Chinatown. Very good.
was it? Is it Hong Kong? Hong Kong? Hong Kong? No, Hong
Um,
Lok. Hong
oh
Lok. Well, and I love Hong Lok. There was gotta get the best dumplings.
no,
I've had better.
Hong Lok. I'm sorry, I was gonna rant. They brought out soup, and they're like, "Sorry, it's hot. It just came from the microwave."
Ouch! Yeah,
Uh,
I don't
what?
need that from my Chinese restaurant. Jesus Christ.
No, not good.
Mm.
Good kamikazes though.
No, and good. They get the frozen zombie. I mean, nothing beats the zombie
Zombie,
from
zombie.
A1.
That's what it
I
is. Yeah,
mean, A1's got A1 is where you go for the zombie.
yeah.
Haven't
One
been
of
there in a
those,
while.
and you are toasty.
Mm-hmm. We forgot to give our shout outs and thanks and all for people to give us the emojis, the thumbs up, and the loves. Some thumbs up from the awesome musician Matt DeFabio. Thank you, Matt. My sister in law, Beth Perini. Thank you. JD Duffseth, who is a member of the Swarm, big Sepsis
Swarm.
fans. Daniel Sarah Runard. Thank you. William Savant, of course, from Sepsis. Thank you. Joanne Phillips, who is part of Beatrice Kimball's crew. Thank you for tuning in again.
Nice, very nice.
Our dude, Joe Scats Chiavo. Thanks, Joe.
Man,
Super cool dude. Love that guy. Got to catch him on Family Feud. And some hearts from Harry Johnson, Anna Randall. The Northeast Kingdom Heavy Rock. Thanks, dudes. I don't know who you are, but I love you. And we
we
bring in a
told
lot
you.
of metal bands, musicians. So tune in. My girl Dana Lynn, lovely. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Denisha Freeman, of course, is a big fan of Sepsis. The band Sepsis itself, their group, Lexi Swarm, Curtis Atkinson. There's one more, and I don't know how I can say it. It just says one more, and won't let me access it. So whoever else it is, thank you.
We appreciate you. Thank you all.
We appreciate you. A terrific episode tonight. Big thanks to Sepsis, Melissa, and Cam, who I called. What did I call him on Instagram? Cody, I think.
Cody?
Yeah, it was Cody. It was pretty embarrassing. Super cool. Though. I like this
Wow.
shirt. You know what I wanted to ask you though, and it's silly. I was going to ask them. I'm like, you know, what? It's going to sound silly, but the girls that's the metal girls with the headbang, and like I said, Lena Scissorhands, and now you see Melissa Wolf tonight. They got the long hair, and then they tie it in braids, and then they swing it and headbang. Doesn't that hurt slapping up against you more than just regular flowing hair?
You would think, yeah. Did you ever
Right?
look at one of those? They hurt.
Yes. I
So,
look like yeah.
I think of Haley, what's her name? From Paramore.
Oh,
Really, you know what I'm talking about.
I never remember her name. I'm gonna look it up.
Are you dusting my headset? All right.
I'm cleaning.
But she had neck problems after headbanging for so long.
Yes, I
Her
remember
was
hearing
great.
that.
So added weight, could cause some damage. So just be careful, ladies. Our neck muscles are not like the men's. They're
No.
not. They're
Haley,
not as strong.
Haley Williams.
Even though we're stronger. We
And
run the world.
girls,
Remember.
girls. I also heard if you breathe out of your mouth, your whole face will change. But if you breathe out of your nose, your face will stay. So don't breathe out of your mouth. This is a warning. This is a warning.
Watch your head banging.
Well, I know, watch your headbang. Well, when you're bald, it's really not a big deal. But I'm watching that video. My gosh, like swinging around the braids, like, shit's gotta hurt.
Yeah. I mean, I put on my music and get ready. I'm like, ow.
I know, right?
Maybe
You've
I'm
got
getting old. I don't know.
you've got some very long hair too, but I can imagine it's not as painful.
Well,
The we're running it again on the bottom, www.sepsiss.com. Remember, two S's at the end. Sepsis Band on Instagram. They're on Facebook. You can, of course, watch their videos on YouTube. Their music is on Apple Music, Spotify, all that great stuff. The tour says on tour. The tour has been postponed for the moment, but they will be back. And Joe, how about that? For the right price, he said they'll come to Philly and play Dobbs.
They can just be included in the new show festival.
God. Right? Yeah, get your checkbook out for that one. Outstanding. Dobbs on South Street, the legendary Dobbs, is back open and in action. Some great stuff, some great looking footage. Bands back on stage, and some people are like, oh, it's never going to be legendary. Bullcrap. It is forever legendary. It's just reopened, a little remodeling. It looks great, and something we definitely got to do, Joel. Soon, me and you got to get down there and then check it out. Very excited for that. And
Yes.
congratulations to the whole team down there, putting Dobbs back on the map. And the bands are going to get down there. They have karaoke. They got open mic nights. They got band nights. We have discussed the Yo Show Festival. Who knows? Stay tuned. You never know what's going to come up. You get to meet the beautiful, the lovely Jeff Perini live in person. Oh, I meant you. Sorry.
Lucky for you.
Yeah, I know. No, nobody comes to see me. And that's it. So we will thank you for coming on tonight. I like I said, we're up in the air about next week. Yo Show karaoke. Oh,
Stop it.
I'm not hating it.
Sounds like a wild time.
It does sound like a wild time.
That's how
If
we
you ever-
met.
that's how we met.
Yeah.
Karaoke.
Kid.
I don't know where that came from. We were at a bar and we had a little something to eat and drink, and we're like, how about we go to karaoke? And
We're such great singers that
we are.
wanted ourselves to take over the bar.
It was at that moment that I said, yep, this girl is the future.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy, indeed. So we're going to let you go. Jewel, we're actually like 1 minute early tonight. Absolutely. We're going to take you out with the music of St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn at www.stricketts.com. New music still on the way. I'm going to go ask my man Eric Russo what's up with new music. 'Cause I need it. I got the demos. I sent you the demos. They're hot. Great music.
I'm back on.
I know, right? Yeah, I don't. As soon as the new music drops, they will be back on. But I want to try and get a venue where we could all sit and talk about the new stuff. Maybe even have them rock out the new stuff for us.
Amazing.
People who are listening. Thank you for joining us. We will catch you soon. Good night, everybody. And a big thank you once again to Sepsiss. Thank you, Jewel, as always. You are amazing. You are fantastic. You are truly the co-hostess with the mostest. And we'll see you all real soon. 180 in the books. Bye-bye.
Oh, my God.
I know. Jesus Christ. Make sure the volume's up. No, it's not. I always do this. Here we go. And we'll see you next time.
pouring salt into the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. Yes, what fire cannot burn. Yes, what fire cannot searching for something, dancing for nothing, losing composure over and over. If the taste of it poison deeper than you know, kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. Yes, what fire cannot burn. Yes, what fire cannot, yes, what fire cannot burn. Yes,